Alright, welcome everyone. Today's topic is all about food and drinks. We're diving into the delightful world of meals, preferences, and how to chat about food in English. This lesson is really geared towards beginner learners, so I'll speak clearly and make sure it's engaging.
Oh wow, food? That's like my favorite topic. I really can't wait to learn more. So, what do you like to have for breakfast?
Let's kick things off with breakfast, my favorite meal of the day. So I usually have breakfast at home. In the morning, I tend to enjoy bread, eggs, and fruit, and I often sip on coffee or tea. Breakfast really does vary all around the globe. You've got rice and fish in Japan, then there's the classic English breakfast completely loaded with eggs and sausages, right?
Wait, so a full English breakfast? How many sausages are we talking here? Is there like a number everyone sticks to?
Haha, it can be quite a feast. I'd say typically you might see 2 or 3 sausages on the plate, alongside bacon, baked beans, toast, and even grilled tomatoes. It's like a protein parade on your plate.
A protein parade? Oh wow, I love that. What about lunch? What's your go-to?
Now, moving on to lunch. Lunch is usually shared with colleagues or friends, whether at home or in a restaurant. Personally, I often go for rice, some chicken, and a lovely salad. In the warmer months, many folks tend to favor cold drinks, while come winter, a nice warm soup is just perfect for, warming you up.
Ooh, soup sounds so comforting. Do you have a favorite soup? What would you say is your go-to?
Oh, definitely. I love a hearty chicken soup, especially when it's chilly outside. There's something magical about the aroma that fills your kitchen while it's simmering. It reminds me of the warmth of home and family gatherings.
Sounds delightful. So, when you say family gatherings, have you ever had kitchen disasters? Like, what if something just goes totally wrong?
Haha, oh absolutely. There have been a few culinary catastrophes along the way. I once tried making a soufflé. Let's just say it turned into a pancake, but those flops are part of the learning curve, and they make for hilarious anecdotes later, right?
Oh no, a pancake? That's wild. Do you have any secret tips for cooking that you've learned along the way?
Now moving on to food preferences. Here's a handy tip. You can say, I like dol line, or I don't like dol line. For example, I like apples, or Espa mum, I don't like spicy food. If you really love something, you can say, I love. And for strong dislikes, use I hate. But be careful with hate.
That's super useful. So, are there foods people universally love or hate? Like, is there something everyone tends to agree on?
That's an interesting question. I think many people have a soft spot for chocolate. It seems to break down barriers. On the flip side, foods like, olives or anchovies can be quite polarizing. You either love them, or, you avoid them like the plague.
Oh goodness, I totally avoid anchovies. Speaking of drinks, what do most people have in the morning? Like, I usually have coffee. Is that normal?
In the mornings, you'll typically find people with coffee, tea, or milk, and at lunch, juices or plain water are pretty popular choices. I always advocate for water as the healthiest choice.
I always struggle to drink enough water. Do you think we should drink a certain amount every day? Like, what's the magical number?
It's generally suggested that we aim for about 2 liters a day. It keeps your body hydrated, which is essential. Your body's like a plant, you need to water it regularly.
I never thought about it that way. So what are your favorite snacks? Like, do you have a go-to treat?
Speaking of eating out, when at a restaurant, you can order politely by saying, I'd like please. And once you're finished, expressing appreciation goes a long way. You can simply say, the food was delicious.
That's so helpful. If someone messes up your order, how do you tell them? Like, do you still have to be polite?
Great question. Absolutely, always with kindness. You could say, excuse me, but I think there's been a small mistake with my order. It helps keep the atmosphere pleasant while addressing the issue.
Right. I can see how that would be really important. So how do we practice talking about meals? Do you have some questions for us?
Absolutely. For example, what do you usually have for breakfast? Or, what's your favorite food? And remember to answer in full sentences to really boost those language skills.
Okay, that sounds fun. And what about the vocabulary we learned today? Like, what's the main takeaway?
Excellent point. Today, we've reviewed a wealth of food-related vocabulary: breakfast, lunch, dinner, hungry, and thirsty.
Wow, I can't wait to use these. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
In conclusion, we explored how to discuss food and drinks while also learning how to order food politely. And just remember, practice a little every day. It's about the journey. Learning English is a gradual process.
I love that. So, what are we covering next time?
Next time, we're going to explore shopping and money. Thank you all for joining us today. Keep striving to improve your English. You're doing fantastic. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I can't wait to hear about shopping.